J, hardcore boxing news, and that's what's up, man.
Hey, Dad. This is Dollar.
And that's what's up, man. Okay,
Hey, Dad.
you gonna come on here and just break news just like that, huh?
This is Dollar.
Hey, it's your boy J, hardcore boxing news. What you got going on, bro? We out of here.
Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. Hold on, y'all. Boxing News back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good morning. If you can hear the sound of my voice right now, that's letting me know that God is giving you another opportunity to do it one more again. And I'm so glad to be in the number. I know that you are as well, because that gives you another chance to just get it right this time, because none of us are perfect. So the beautiful thing about this world that God has given us, man, as long as he wakes us up every morning, it gives you another opportunity to get it right this time, because we're only human, and it was only one that was perfect that I heard of, and his name was Jesus of the cross. Jesus Christ of the cross. Other than that, man, let's get into our morning motivation, and then we're gonna find out who's hanging out this morning, man. Let's do that while I continue on making mistakes. Let's get it.
Let me ask you something. When you wake up in the morning, before the world hits you with the bills, the news, the traffic, the noise, what do you say to yourself? See, what you feed your mind before your feet hit the floor, that matters. That shapes your day. That becomes your direction. Because the most important conversation you'll have today is the one you have with the person in the mirror. So I'm going to give you 9 things to tell yourself every morning. Not just words, truths. And if you let them take root, they'll grow something powerful in your life. You opened your eyes this morning. Don't take that lightly. Don't scroll past that like it's ordinary. Don't toss that fact into the bin of routine. Because what you just did, wake up, that's not guaranteed, it's not automatic, it's not owed. Somebody laid their head on a pillow last night and didn't get back up. A father, a daughter, a student with plans, a mother with dreams. Over 150,000 people didn't make it to this sunrise. But you did. You got another shot, another chapter, another breath in your lungs, and maybe your back still hurts. Maybe the bills are still stacked. Maybe you're waking up alone or anxious or tired of carrying something nobody else can see, but you're here. And that alone means the story ain't over. You're still in the game. And that right there is a blessing.
How many of you all realize that you are still in the game? It ain't over. Quitting is not part of the process. There's no such thing as failure, man. You win or you learn, man. It's when you totally just give up and say, you know what? I can't do it no more. But other than that, we're not going to do that here in the Hangout, man. We're going to win or we're going to learn. Failure is not an option, man, at all. But listen here, man. It is Friday. Yes, indeed. The day is Friday. And I'm so happy for it to be a Friday, even though Friday is just like a Saturday or a Sunday to me. All days are the same, man. No different, man, at all. They all are carbon copies of each other, man, for sure. But listen here, man. Let's find out who is hanging out with us this morning, man. Let's find out who is the first one in the building. But do we have to guess? Do we really have to guess? It's him. It's Mike Rim. He said, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too, big homie. Good to see you this morning, man. For sure. Next, we got B Moore's own Lewis 4500 saying, yo, 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 salute hardcore boxing. It is Fried Fish Friday. You know what? I appreciate you saying that because now I know what I'm going to have for dinner today, man. Yes, indeed. And I thank you for, because normally Friday's supposed to be for fish. So that is what I am going to have today. I'm going to fry some fish today. It'll just be for me because my mama, she out of town. She don't let no ground stay underneath her, man. She be moving all the time. So I won't have to cook for her. And my son, he doesn't eat any seafood at all. He doesn't eat any seafood because he is allergic to it. He's allergic to seafood. He's allergic to peanut butter. He's allergic to grass. This guy is allergic to everything, man. We had to keep a EpiPen in our pockets at all time because we never knew what he wasn't allergic to. But yeah, man, we gonna definitely have some fried fish. Matter of fact, somebody did send a picture of some fried fish lately. Being in Boxing News, this is the picture he sent. I guess he had to take a bite of it first just to make sure that it was copacetic. But yeah, this is a fish that being in Boxing News fried. Shout out to my broski, Fashowski. Yes, indeed. Let's move on and see who else is hanging out with us this morning. Next, we have the Melanin Queen 27, aka I call her Dark and Lovely. She said, good morning, Jay and Hangout family. Happy Friday. We made it another week. Peace and blessings for sure. How you doing today, little sis? Hope all is well and fabulous. She said, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you got some money in your pocket, send it to the Cash App, Hardcore Boxing News, or send it to the, what is the thing? Whatever you do. It's scrolling across the screen right there. Yes, indeed. If you want to do a super chat or something like that, we all appreciate everything. If you want to send a holler. Mike Rim is the holler champ with a big $50 ski. Yes, indeed. If you want to break his record, we would appreciate it. For sure. Mike wouldn't, though. Next, Stokey in the building. Okay. He said, top of the morning, JBT. Blind Wolf saying, stay disciplined. Big love. Wolf Pack all day. Good to see you, Stokey. For sure. If y'all haven't subscribed to his channel, slide on over there. Talk to him. Check him out. Tell him the Hangout sent you. For sure. Twin in the building. Twin Layton. Hashtag JBT. So good morning, Twin. Family. TGIF. Blessings to all back at you. For sure. Enrica Houston in the building. What up, sis? She said, good morning, Jay Hardcore. What is your clothing website? It is hangoutwear.com. It's under, we're working on it. So it's being developed. It is in existence, but the website has not been completed. And as soon as it is completed and we're ready to launch it, the Hangout will be the first people to know that it is launched. But it's hangoutwear.com. And that will be loungewear for men and women. And also we're going to have some stuff for the cheering too. A little bit of pajama wear for the cheering as well. So yeah, that is coming to you very soon. Like I said, the domain we already own, hangoutwear.com. And you'll be able to find all the nice things that I be wearing lately. You dig? And some of the stuff I don't wear because it's female stuff. So there you have it. It's coming to you real soon for sure. Hangoutwear.com. All righty. Okay. Seems like I got everybody so far. Let's speak to the people that we cannot see. You know who they are. Our mighty voyeurs. The ones that like to watch. Shout out to the watchers, man. Shout out to the peekaboo community, man. Shout out to the ones that like to watch, man. Yes, indeed. whoa, we didn't want to ring no bells. We don't want to ring no bells. We want to do some peekaboo. Can we get a peekaboo? Peekaboo. One more time. Peekaboo. Ah, yeah, yes, indeed. Shout out to the peekaboo community. Melody and Queen say, loving today's set of PJs. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, indeed. Y'all know it's so funny. I was talking to a friend the other day that's been knowing me for over 25 years. And she said, so I seen on Instagram that you're starting a loungewear business. I said, yeah. She said, that is so you. That is so you. Ever since I've known you, you love PJs and you love lounging. You did. And that is so true. I've been working from home so long, man, and I always believed in that it didn't take the natural 8 hours to get a job done. I've always, even over 35, 40 years ago, I used to say that you'll be able to run your whole entire business by your phone. You know what I'm saying? And that day is here now where you can actually run a business with your cell phone, man. It's just that simple. I knew it when I was in my 20s. Back then, my first business was a pager company. Yeah, all types of pagers, man. Beepers, as you would say. You dig? That was my first business. And back then, I said one day you'll be able, because, back then, you didn't have the touch screen like you all have now, and where you can see videos and all that type of stuff. It was a straight beep, get a telephone number, and you call it back, man. And phones and everything have just totally went different now. The pager game was the first thing I got into. And I said, one day you'll be able to control your whole business by your cell phone. You know what I mean? And now we're here, man. You dig? And I always believed that it didn't take 8 hours to get a job done. You know what I mean? But the big corporations want to monopolize your time and keep you locked down for that 8 to 12 hours a day. You dig? To make them rich. You know what I'm saying? But I always believed that I could work from home and make twice as much money that I would make working for somebody else, man. You dig? So there you have it. You dig? So yeah, we're coming out with the loungewear, man. Hangoutwear.com for sure. But shout out to all the peekaboos, man. Yeah, shout out to the channels that watch in silence, man. Shout out to you all. I know you're watching. You're digging. There's definitely room for you on the JBT. So jump on out there for sure, man. Yeah, but other than that, man, how everybody doing? I hope everybody is fine and fabtabulous, man. I hope anybody got anything great that they're doing this weekend? Or are you going out of town? Are you doing anything special this weekend? A few of our brothers are out of town right now. One of our brothers is in Hawaii, man. D for the win. D for the win is in Waikiki, man. Yes, indeed, man. And he's a special brother, man. Because let me tell you one thing he did that I commend him for a lot. D for the win was taking care of his pops, man, and he stopped everything. I mean, literally everything just to take care of his dad, man. And he did it 24/7. But as you know, his father passed away recently, man. You know what I'm saying? And definitely was something very detrimental to him, man. And not saying that he got over it, because that's something he will never get over with, losing your father, man. I heard a statement the other day from, who was it? It was from, man, I can't remember who said it. And he was talking about his father passing away. And he said, somebody said something to him that was so profound. He said to him that when your father died, you lose something that you will probably never have again. And what that is the one person in your life that wants you to be better than them. And I truly believe that statement, man, because I want my kids to be better than me. You know what I mean? So I believe that fathers are the biggest cheerleaders for their sons and daughters, and they want them to be better than who they were. You did, because I know that is definitely something that I believe in. I want my children to be 2.0, 3.0, 5.0 of me, better, way better than me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm their number one cheerleader for that. You dig? So I thought that was an amazing statement. You dig? Okay, Lewis 4500 said it was Steve Harvey that said it. Okay, bet you seen the same thing I seen. So yeah, I like that statement, man, and they hit home with me because you know my father passed away last year, congested heart failure. You know, and one thing about my pops, man, he always bragged on me. He always talked about me and everything, man. And the rough thing about it is, you know, right when before he had passed away, him and I was not speaking. You know what I mean? And if I could go back in time, I would have loved to have that last conversation with my pops before he passed away. You dig? But I didn't. You know what I mean? And that was my fault. You dig? But yeah, D for the win, man. He is in Waikiki, man. He is cold chilling. He sent us a video. Let me see if I got it. I think this is a video of the hotel he's at. There it is. There it is, man, for sure. And I'm pretty much sure he is having a amazing time right now in Waikiki. I remember when I went to Hawaii, and that's been 27 years ago, man. And I know how long ago it exactly is because it was the same year one of my kids was born, and that's my son David. You know, so that's how I know it was 27 years ago. I went to Maui, man, and I said when I got back is when you go to Hawaii, it ruins all your other vacations because I have not been anywhere yet that beats Hawaii, man. It's a beautiful place, man. Here go our guy right there, D for the win, cold chilling, relaxing, chilling, you dig, in Waikiki, man. So shout out to our broski, man. Then we got Remo. I don't have any pictures, but Remo is in Panama. Remo is in Panama right now. And I like big up in these cats, man, because you see a lot of things that the black men, not just the black men, the white men as well, but men in the hangout, man, they're doing so well, man. Brothers are doing so well. They take care of their children, man. Being in boxing news, another profusous traveler. You dig, shout out to him, man. D for the one. I mean, let's say D for the one. D1. Shout out to all the brothers doing their thing, man. Shout out to them, man. They are definitely professional travelers in the hangout, man. And big examplements, man. Real man stuff. You did for sure. Let me see what we talking about in the chat here. Let's see. Stokey says, spending my time striving to master my own self and destiny, leaving a legacy of greatness is your life. Big love from the wolf. Hey, you know what? He said something that's totally amazing. Mastering himself, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you that is so important to know thyself. You need to know thyself and learn to master thyself. That is so important. And whatever you do, don't lie to yourself, man. Some people, man, I say that's a dangerous person that lies to themselves and actually believe it, man. You did. So you know, look in that mirror, man. And if you don't like what you see, you need to start a changing things. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's not wrong to, you know, find out other opinions about you for the simple fact we can't see our ears unless we have a mirror. Okay. So that means that people are able to see stuff about you that you don't see. You dig? So Nothing wrong with constructive criticism. Get some righteous people in your life, man. If you're the smartest person in your group, it's time to get another group. Not to say that you got to get rid of the people that surround you, but you need to get people around you that are smarter than you. You dig? So that way you can continue on growing, and then you can pass that down to the group that you're smarter than. You dig? They said one day TD Jakes came into a meeting, and he looked around at all the people that were smarter than him, and he said this: the day I become smarter than all you all, that's when you all will be fired. That was a heavy statement right there. So basically he was putting them on point to, hey, keep sharpening your knives, man. Keep doing what you need to do to stay smart, to get smarter, so you continue on making me smarter. You did? Because if I'm smarter than you, there's no use of me having you around me as my team anymore, man. You dig? And that's so heavy, man. My mom had me at 14. My mom had me at 14, and she was counted out. You know, family member was telling her she wasn't going to be this, she wasn't going to be that, this, that, and the third. My mom ended up opening up a company and had over 100 employees, and I'm talking doctors, lawyers, and all those type of people. You dig? And all she had was a night school a diploma. That's where she got her diploma, from night school. You dig? And the people that she had around her was much smarter than her, you know, but that was how she was able to get so far in life, man. You know, she had contracts with the district government of multi-millions. You dig? She was the biggest minority contractor in that field. At that particular time, housing the mentally ill and the homeless. You dig? So, you know, it ain't, you don't have to be the smartest person, but if you put the smart people around you, you can continue on to propel, man. So, you know, just a word out there to, you know, grasp on to. If it works for you, keep it. If it don't, put it on the shelf and pull it down if you need it, man. For sure. All right, who else up in here? Mama doing a building. What up, girl? She said, hello, peace and joy. Looking good. Thank you, sis. Melanie Queen said, you beat me to it. I was just about to type it. All righty. Yes, indeedy, man, for sure. But yeah, what up, everybody? I hope everybody is cool, chilling. Benavides rejects coming down to 168 to fight Crawford. Basically, he said, I'm looking. Well, I tell you what, man, ain't no use of me telling you. Why don't Benavides tell you what he said, man? Let's see if we can get up and hook up with Benavides, and he'll tell you why he let me see, is this it right here? Maybe this is right.
I'm chasing better beef. I'm chasing Bivol. You know, I'm chasing these other big. I'm chasing Surdo Ramirez at cruiserweight. You know what I mean? So I've been at 168, but I have no interest in going down.
Dude's a maniac. Who's chasing? Who chases better BF than Bivol? Who chases better BF than Bivol?
Hey,
what's wrong with you?
And you're looking at the one that's going to chase all of them. Like, these guys are monsters, but this is the monsters world. And we're going to thrive in this environment.
I like it. I like it. He said, you know, I got bigger fish to fry, basically is what he's saying. He want the Benavides, he want the Bivols, he want the Ramirez, he want guys that the guys in his division that are making the top noise, man. He said he don't want to go back down to 168. So I guess if Crawford do want that smoke, and I haven't heard Crawford once say that he does, he would have to go to 175. And personally, I don't think Crawford needs to go do anything else. You know, it's up to him. I think he can pick and choose his battles. You know what I mean? If anything, I'll be just taking a bunch of fights just to stack my do-re-mi Fa sol la ti. Yeah. That's what I be doing right now, man. You know what I mean? Riding the airways, going everywhere it needs to go, doing those interviews, man, because it is the Bud Crawford era. It's the Bud Crawford era, man. So he don't need to do anything at this point, man. You know what I mean? No matter what, you're gonna have your perspective on how you feel about Bud. You're gonna like him, you're gonna love him, you're gonna reject him, you're gonna big him up. It doesn't make a difference, to be truthfully honest, man. You know what I mean? Because you'll never satisfy everybody. You'll never satisfy everybody. And I know you all heard my story many a times about carrying a donkey on your back, and I don't think I have to tell it again. But don't be walking around with a donkey on your back. You know what I mean? Trying to satisfy a few asses around you. You dig it? You know what I mean? It's not necessary, man. You dig? Just do what you feel though that God wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? And what you want to do. And that's the most important thing in life, man. You know, we try so much of people pleasing and trying to make everybody happy, and trying to make everybody happy. And I'm going to tell you what it's going to do. It's going to make you sad. Trying to make everybody else happy is going to make you sad. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to have to go to therapy, and it ain't necessary, man. Do what you feel though your calling is, man, and enjoy your life, man. It's just simple as that. And more than anything, help somebody else. You know, that is so important. We got to learn how to get out of ourselves and help others, man. And I'm going to tell you, you'll find out helping others will actually help you. Yeah. Helping others will actually help you help yourself, man. So, you know, that's just what I think anyway. You did, you know what I'm saying? It's up to you if you believe it or not, man. But it's a good feeling in helping people unconditionally. I'm not talking about helping people so you can hold it over their head, or helping people so you can get something out of it, or you know what I'm saying? Because that way they can't throw it back in your face. I did it because I wanted to. You know what I mean? But I'm going to tell you, it's something crazy too, man. That dreaded word no. When you finally tell that person no that you've been telling yes for the so many times, man, then they feel, what's the word? I can't think of the word that I want to use, but they feel though that you're supposed to tell them yes all the time. As soon as you tell them no, oh, then the real them come out. The real them. They feel entitled to you. They feel entitled to you doing things for them and all that type of stuff, man. You dig? And that's their stuff at that point. You just let that go, man. Just let that go. Just remember, whatever you do, do it out the kindness of your own heart, man. Don't have any motives about it, man. Don't have no motives about it. But what else is going on, man? So it looks like we're not going to be getting Crawford and Benavides, y'all. It looks like we're not going to get, and that was just turkey stuff anyway. That was just turkey stuff anyway, you know, unless Bud decides to go to 175. But, you know, I'm like, you know, I still believe that there's weight classes for a reason. Eventually, physicalities of the physical aspect will kick in. It's going to kick in eventually. You only can go but so far. You know what I'm saying? So eventually the math ain't going to be mathing no more. You know, I was wondering, you know, we even heard talk of people saying, do you think Bud can break Floyd's record? No, I don't think so. That's 8 more fights 9 more fights to beat it, 8 to tie it. So I don't think Bud got 9 more fights left in him. You know what I mean? And if he does that eventually, gonna lose, man, especially if you keep going up in that weight class. You keep going up in them weight classes, eventually you're gonna get what you been begging for. Exactly, man. It's like throwing bricks at the penitentiary. Eventually, they're gonna open the doors for you, man. They're gonna open the doors for you. There go Coach Eddie in the building. He said all Crawford has to do is fight 8 tomato cans. That's true too, Coach Eddie. But you know, he ain't gonna get away with that. They already talk smack about him now. You did. The mayor's in the building. Kareem Hassan said, better late than never. Big love to the hardcore family. What up, Mayor? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's have a station break. I just picked up my cup. But I tell you what, I won't be selfish. Let's do this thing together.
It's time for a station break, y'all. So grab that cup of coffee. Take you a sip. Smell that aroma. Now back to the show.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, what's been going on this week, man? So we had the press conference. Javante and Jake Paul, you dig? And knock on wood, I'm glad I did not go to that one Monday, man. I'm so glad that I did not go to that one Monday, you dig? Because I've heard that it wasn't even worth going. You dig? So I dodged that bullet and I saved myself some money. I saved myself some money. You dig? It you know, it was a little bit of back and forth, man. You know what I mean? I think the highlights of it was, you know, Tank telling Jake he got a mohawk and Jake telling Tank he put his name on his head because he couldn't spell his name to remember his name, and Tank let him know that, hey, dumbass, those are my children names that I have on my head, you know, stuff like that. Well, to be truthfully honest, man, we all know what this is, man. It's just a money grab. That's all it is. It's just a money grab. Do I think it's a real fight? I do, because you got two egos up there. One ego is, one ego is, I'm the bigger man. If I knock down or knock out Tank, I can make a lot of, you know, I can seal my whatever I've done so far in boxing. Then you got Javante Tank Davis was like, I can't even let this guy really go the distance with me or anything. You know what I mean? I've been boxing since I'm 7. You know what I mean? And, you know, he's been making a mockery of boxing and this, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So both of them, trust me, are going to try to knock each other out, man. So we do have a real fight. You know what I mean? You got a big guy fighting a little guy, which is going to be hard, you know what I'm saying, for Jake Paul. Tank is much faster. Tank has the IQ. Tank has the faster hands, the better feet. And Jake Paul will be punching down to Tank. You know what I mean? If he's not used to punching against smaller people, that's going to be kind of hard for him. Tank is used to fighting taller guys. He's used to fighting bigger guys. You know what I'm saying? He done fought, I think the tallest person was, I forgot the kid's name, the Hispanic kid. And he was like 6'1", you know, and I think that's about the same height as Jake Paul. Now, don't get me wrong. Jake Paul if he can catch Tank with a nice shot flush, I'm pretty much sure he can knock Tank down without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? But he got to catch him first. So it is. I really think it's truly a real fight for sure. I truly think it's a real fight. Let's see. Tay in the building. What's up, Tay? Good to see you. Yes, indeed. He says salute. Tay, I want to think that you've been in here before, but just in case, I want to welcome you to the hangout. Hey, Tay, we just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. Hey, Tay, we got one rule around here: no hitting below the belt. That means that we don't talk about nobody's mama in here. So we want to welcome Tay and give him a good hardcore welcome for sure. Yes, indeedy. Good to see you, my broski. Let's see. Okay. So no more new people, and nobody else then came into the hangout. But yeah, man. So we got that going on. I'm thinking what else we got going on in boxing that's been pretty much trending. Jaleel Hackett and Xander Zayas, man. I know you all been seeing that lately. You know what I mean? Jaleel is seriously trying to get that fight with Xander and them. And from what I understand, that Top Rank is actually maybe even considering this fight now. At least they say that Jaleel is on the list. Let's say that. Now, he ain't number one on the list, but he is on the list. And that comes from you all, man, chatting about this, man. So every day right now, y'all, I'm giving y'all an assignment. The assignment is to you all to Google every day, Xander versus Jaleel Hackett. Can y'all just do that for a whole week for me? You know what I mean? We're trying to make sure that this thing continues to trend and that maybe we can get this fight to happen, y'all. You know what I mean? That'd be what's up. It'll be a nice little rumble, you dig? And I'm definitely interested in it. His pops is definitely excited about trying to make this happen. I was talking to Bernard yesterday. We had a good conversation, man. You dig? And it's definitely the meter is being moved. The meter is being moved, man. People are talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Jaleel just came off a phenomenal debut at 154. You know what I mean? He ended up smashing Elijah Vine from out of Philadelphia. You dig? So shout out to Jaleel Hackett, man. And yeah, man, I want y'all to every day, man, Google Xander versus Jaleel Hackett, man. Let's get this snowball rolling, man. Let's see if we can turn this into a big old snowball, Jack. Yeah, the snowball effect, man. Let's set this thing on fire, man. You know, because you know we team Jaleel Hackett around here, man. You dig? And I love the youngin'. He about rumbling. He said from now on he gonna fight his way, man. And his new name is goddamn. Let me make sure I say it correctly. The Black Mexican. The Black Mexican. He said that's what he's calling himself from now on, and that's what I think they used to call him before. But he's going with the Black Mexican, man, because you know Mexicans are known for rumbling, man. You know what I mean? You know that machismo. You did. So shout out to the Black Mexican Jaleel Hackett, man. You dig? And he's from the DMV area. You know what I mean? So, you know, let's rock out behind him. You know, the hangout is definitely behind him. The JBT is definitely behind him. You dig? STN is definitely behind him. You know what I mean? So let's keep pushing for the youngster, man, you know, that he continue on doing things. From my understanding, Turkey got something going on in December, and Jaleel Hackett might be part of that as well. So shout out to the youngster, man, doing his thing, man, doing his thing. But what are y'all doing? Anybody got anything amazing y'all doing this weekend, man? Anybody doing anything? I ain't got too much going on. I think I'm just gonna pedal around the house, as my grandmama used to say. I'm gonna pedal around the house, get some, do some cleaning. You know what I'm saying? And cook some good food. And who's fighting this weekend, man? Who's fighting this weekend? I'm trying to think. Who is fighting this weekend? Put it in the chat, man. Somebody put it in the chat. I can't keep up with it every day, man. For sure, man. Let me see what else we got here. Okay. Well, I tell you what we are going to do is find out what's happening in the world of boxing, man. You dig? So let's get into what's happening in the world of boxing today. Let's find out, man. I need to know what's going on in the world of boxing, man. And the best way to find out is to look. All right, Jerron Boots Ennis vows to make an explosive statement in the 154 debut against Usman Lima. Who's that guy? I don't know. But we all know who Boots is, man. And just because I don't know who this opponent is, don't mean though that he is not a bad mother. Shut your mouth, you dig? I'm pretty much sure Bozy and Boots training and making sure that they dot all their I's and cross all their T's for their upcoming fight. I think that is October the 25th. And he says that he's going to do a SmackDown on his debut, man. I guess just like how Jaleel Hackett do, you know what I mean? So we're looking forward to seeing Boots at 54 on his debut. I like how he's doing it. How he's taking a warm-up fight first, introduction into 54, to work out all the kinks, the math and everything, you know what I'm saying, the weight cut and everything. So I like that he's at 54, you know what I mean, because I'm going to tell you, he couldn't do 47 no more. I know he wanted to become undisputed at 47, this, that, and the other, but he's a big kid, man. He's a big kid. He's a growing guy. You know what I mean? So when you stay in those divisions too long, man, you're actually leaving a lot on the scale, man. And I'm talking about, performance, man. You end up leaving it on the scale because you're not at your optimal weight that you should be fighting at. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying so hard to cut down, and you're cutting muscle and everything else. So you're definitely not going to be at your extreme best. You dig? So I think that's why Floyd was so good, because Floyd fought the weight class he's supposed to be in. He fought at 47. He probably walked around 52, 54, something like that. So that little cut that he was making, man, was just perfect for him. You dig? I wouldn't be surprised if Floyd was walking around at 50. You know what I mean? But very seldom you see people fight at the weight they should fight at, because they feel though that they have a competitive edge if they come down in weight. You know what I mean? Because the night of the fight, they're a much bigger guy. And just that alone lets you know that size matters, man. You know what I mean? So, everybody's a weight bully, to be honest. I think everybody's a weight bully in boxing. Nobody actually fights the class that they're supposed to fight in, except the heavyweights. Except the heavyweights, man. And that's just my opinion on it. You dig? So, so Boots will be fighting his debut at 154. What's next, y'all? What's next? Joe Calzaghe is named the greatest fighter in British boxing history. He finished up undefeated, man. He finished up undefeated, you dig? And that was the guy that Bernard once said the most famous thing, that I would never let a white boy beat me. And I think he ended up losing to Joe Calzaghe, if I'm not mistaken. We got Glenn Mitchell in the building. He said, "Good morning, everyone." Why that name sounds so familiar? Why that name sound? Is that Glenn? We want to welcome you to the Hardcore Hangout. We're just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we call named boxing. We only got one rule around here, Glenn. No hitting around under the belt. I got it. I'm just wrong. You dig? We want to welcome you to the Hardcore Hangout. I'm sorry, that was horrible, man. We appreciate you. Let's try this again. We're just a bunch of hardcore degenerates that get together and talk about this beautiful sport we love called boxing. We got only one rule around here, Glenn. No hitting below the belt. I mean, we don't talk about nobody's mama. Other than that, everything else is A-OK. We want to welcome Glenn Mitchell to the hangout, man. He said, you mean he got his ass whooped by John? He said, it's been a minute, but I'm back. Okay. I knew the name sounded familiar. You see, I was trying to do something on the phone and give you the, y'all know I can't do no two things at the one time. He said, no problem. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. But yes, indeed. Welcome back, Glenn, for sure. Welcome back. I appreciate you being back in the hangout, man. People always show back up in the hangout, man, because we keep an open door policy, man. Anybody can come back to the hangout, man, for sure. You dig? Especially when you get sick and tired of the bull crap that's out there in the boxing community, man. You dig? Coming over to the hangout is definitely a safe haven. Definitely a safe haven, you know what I'm saying? You dig? So I appreciate you sliding in the hangout this morning, man. All right, y'all. What's next? What's next? We got. Let's see. All right, Devin Haney jumps to 147, looking for a career-defining win against Brian Norman. I like this fight, man. I really do like this fight. The reason why I give it a 50-50 fight, or maybe a 55-45. I give Devin the win because I feel though that Devin has the better skills. He definitely has the better skills, and I think that he can be smart enough to win this fight, long as that he don't act like a DC fighter. What do you mean by act like a DC fighter, Jay? One thing about DC fighters, man, that sometimes their heart is way bigger than they ready to rumble, man. And if they just stay boxing, they'll win that fight quicker. You know what I mean? So I feel though that Devin would have won that fight against Ryan Garcia if he didn't try to rumble him, if he wasn't fighting Tank. Yeah, he was fighting Tank. But what do you mean he was fighting Tank? Well, because Tank knocked out Ryan Garcia, and he felt though that he could do the same thing. You know what I mean? But if he had just stayed and boxed Ryan Garcia, he would have won that fight. That's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. But I tell you what, I see somebody that walked in the building. It's my triple OG. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more is in the building. My big homie is in the building. Salute to you. Good to see you for sure. So shout out to Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. He said, listening on the fly, Jay. Okay. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate you being in the building. All righty. Let's see what's next. Okay. Buddy McGirt back Shakur Stevenson style to conquer Teofimo Lopez. If anybody that I would want to win a fight is Shakur Stevenson right now against Teofimo Lopez, and I hope he beat the brakes off of, because y'all know I'm not a Teofimo guy at all. You did. So I hope that Shakur. So first of all, I hope that this fight gets signed first. I hope it gets signed first. And if it does get signed, I hope Shakur Stevenson beat the brakes out of him. I want to see Teofimo sitting in the corner again, asking himself, do I have it? Do I still got it? Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want a rendition. Yeah. Of the do I have it statement. You dig? For sure. So we will see if that will happen, man. Hopefully we get that fight signed. You know what I mean? He been talking a lot of smack to a lot of people, and every time it's time to sign on the dotted lines, it never happens. It never happens. So hopefully he signs this fight against Shakur Stevenson, which will be his biggest fight thus far. Actually, for the both of them, to be truthfully honest. We see my guy, Showtime the Guy, is in the building, man. What up, Showtime? Good to see you. And little Miss Jamila, always a pleasure to see the fam in the building straight out of St. Louis. He said, good morning, Hardcore. Good morning, everybody. That's my broski right there, man. For sure. Good to see you, man. Without a doubt. Let me see. All right. Moving further. What's next? Eddie Hearn is pushing for Canelo versus Crawford rematch. Can Alvarez adjust and cash in big? Well, Eddie, I think only you wants to see that, and maybe a few Mexicans that might want to still see it. You dig? But if it was a close fight, and I know some of the judges actually had it kind of close, but it wasn't a close fight to me. And when they interviewed Canelo and they asked him, what about Crawford that was tough for you? The man said everything. Everything. Not one thing, not two things, not three things, everything. You know what I'm saying? So just that alone, that statement alone right there just feels though with me that he can't make enough adjustments to beat Crawford, man. He can't. He can't make enough adjustments to beat Crawford, man. That ship has sailed. So no, I don't want to see it again at all, because all we're going to do is see an even worse whipping than the first time, because now Crawford has already fought him. His confidence was already through the roof. He knew he was going to beat him. Now, at this point, he even knows all the things that Canelo is good at and what he's not good at, and he would capitalize even more. And he might even, dare I say, stop him this time. Maybe not knock him out, but get stopped standing up, Jack, where the ref was like, you know what, you taking too much punishment, my guy. I might have to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? So there it is. Okay. I see we got one of our foundational shorties in the building. We got the booger man, the professor, in the building. He says, salute. Good to see you, Al Booger. Always a pleasure to have the broski in the building. Mike, he said, it's just like Robert Garcia said. One of the reasons why Canelo lost is because he doesn't throw combination punches. It's easy to figure that out. One shot. Yeah. A lot of people don't throw combinations, though. You know who else don't throw combination? Floyd Mayweather. You know why a lot of people don't throw combinations? Because you get caught in between the punches, man. The more punches that you throw allows the other opponent more chances to catch you. Yeah, that's a lot. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of counter punchers, they definitely don't throw a lot of combinations. If you're a counter puncher, you definitely don't throw a lot of combinations, because that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for those people that throw a lot of punches so you can just catch them with that one big one. You dig? So yeah. So, you know, definitely a good point there. He doesn't throw combination punches, man. You dig? And when you do, I'm gonna tell you, them cats that throw a lot of punches, man. Yes, indeed, you do get caught with that do re mi sometimes. Yes, indeed. Okay, there go my wayward son in the building. BBO Sports TV hashtag STN. He said, salute, Pa. Salute back at you, son. I appreciate you calling and checking on me the other day, man. Yes, indeed, Jack. Sometimes people don't want nothing. They just pick up the phone or text you and say, hey, man, just checking on you, man. And BBO is one of those guys that do that. You know what I mean? Twin, text me. You all right, bro? Yeah, appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? Melanin Queen, she does it. You know what I'm saying? Mama Do, she does it. You know, and I appreciate you all, and I thank you all, man. Don't want anything, just want to make sure that the old man is okay, and I thank you. BBO said Hackett versus Zaya. I want to see that next. Yeah, that's all we've been talking about for about 10 minutes before you came in here, man. We was having that long conversation, and I was telling the chat, man, that I want everybody once a day to Google Hackett versus Zayas, Zayas versus Hackett. Just keep Googling it, and that shows interest. It gets the trend going. It gets the algorithm pushing them more. You know what I mean? And it's all about the numbers, man. Because I'm going to tell you, when the promoters are looking at things, man, they look at the engagement on it. You know what I'm saying? And when there's enough people talking about something that translate to money to them. It translates to money to them. Mike Grimm said, Jay, I'm trying your 70-30 dirt. Yeah. I know. That's hey, what type of nutrients that are you going to use? Are you going to use the canna, or are you going to use the other one that I switched to? The one that's made by I can't think of Vival or Vivian or whatever. Which type of nutrient? You're gonna love the can the what you call them that you're using for sure. You know what I mean? Because you control everything. You control everything. Your plants are going to be totally relied on you, man. They're going to be totally relied on you. So have fun for sure with that, man. And you ain't got to worry about the insects anymore, man. You're going to be insect free. Yeah. I know y'all like, what the hell are they talking about? Just bud talk. Bud talk. We went from bud to bud. Alan Johnson in the building. He said, what up, hardcore boxing family? What up, soldier? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. What we got? All right, we just looked at that. Hey, Keyshawn Davis receives the #1 slot from the WBO at the junior welterweight. Well, ain't that something? Hasn't even fought in the 140 division yet, and they done moved him to the #1 position. How about them crackers, man? How about them crackers? And, that's the WBO. And one thing, if you've been around and you've been watching boxing, you're hardcore, you'll know that Top Rank definitely have big ends when it comes to the WBO. Majority of their champions have all been WBO champions and things of that nature. Top Rank definitely has a strong foothold somehow with the WBO. So for this kid to be #1, you dig, in 140 and hasn't even fought in that. I guess they were like, well, he was champion at 135. I don't give a rat's gizzard. You know what I'm saying? Whatever Bob orders. I like that. I'm going to have to use that. Who said that? BVO. I'm going to have to steal that one. I'm definitely going to have to steal that one. Whatever Bob orders. Man, that's that. I'm going to steal it. I will steal it. I will definitely give you credit, but I'm going to steal it. Whatever Bob orders, man, for sure. So, yeah, what do y'all think about that, man? Do y'all think he should be #1? I ain't got nothing against the kid. I like the kid a lot, man. You know what I mean? But I believe fair is fair. Tay said they boxing TON. I like it. Okay, that's what's up. All right, what's next? Joe Calzaghe. Okay, we already went seeing that. What else we got? Derek Chisora announces The Last Dance for December the 13th for his 50th and final professional fight. Man, I would love to get Derek Chisora in the hangout, man. You know what? And I'm going to work feverishly to see if I can get Devin Chisora in the hangout, because y'all know he is the favorite UK fighter. Yeah, I love me some Derek Chisora, man. He is definitely a warrior. Oh, Derek Chisora. Yeah. He's definitely a warrior, man. So I'm going to work very hard. Now, y'all know one thing I don't do is chase fighters, man, to get interviews. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I will make an exception. Hopefully it won't be a big chase to get Derek Chisora in the hangout, man, so we can talk about his last hoorah, man, and give him his flowers, man. You dig? So Derek Chisora, anybody that's watching the hangout right now, that knows Shazor or somebody that knows Shazor, hey, let them know that Jay Hardcore is very interested in bringing them into the hangout to hang out with us, man. You dig? And yeah, so if you got a connection, make that for me, man, for sure. You did, because I believe there is strength in numbers, man, and that's how we work out. That's how we're so strong in the JVT. We small, but we're forceful, man. We're forceful, man. You know what I mean? And Black Media moves, Jack. We move, baby, for sure. All right, yeah. So shout out to Derek Shazor, my guy, man. Okay, what we got next? 10 months idle, 2 straight losses, and a gift over Ngannou. Why is Tyson Fury still rings #1 contender beneath Usyk? Y'all know why. Cause he's still a draw. He's still a draw. He still commands a dollar. Yeah, he still commands a dollar, and he's sellable. That's why Adrian Broner was able to stay around so long, because he was must-see TV. We were hanging on what Broner's going to say next, what Broner's going to do next. You know, when you still have the public's eye and the public still want to see you, like Derek Shazor, man, people just love Derek Shazor, man, and they're going to show up for Derek Shazor at the UK. He got a son. He done lost I don't know how many damn times. But certain people got that je ne sais quoi, you dig? And Tyson Fury has it, man, the Gypsy King. You dig? I ain't interested in seeing them no more. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm done, son. I'm not interested in seeing them at all. But moving on, man. Tim Bradley warns Jake Paul is about to be erased. Predicts Gervonta Davis will humiliate the social media star. You know what? Very seldomly, I agree with Big Head Bradley. Yeah, Tank is definitely going to run circles around Jake Paul. Jake Paul is not on Tank's level. If I have to actually give you a good analogy, it's a preschooler, a grade schooler fighting someone, a grade schooler against a professor, if you will. Tank IQ is amazing. You know what I mean? Tank done forgot more stuff than Jake Paul has learned so far. Yeah. Tank has forgot more stuff than Jake Paul has even learned at this point. Okay, so it's just I get that statement from my pops, man. My pops said to me one day, he said, "I done dropped more weed than you done ever smoked in your life, son." He said he done dropped more weed than I done ever smoked in my life. I said, you know what, Pops, you're probably right. I'm not gonna argue with you. So yeah, Tank done probably forgot more stuff than Jake Paul has learned so far in his career, being as though he's only been on the job for 5 years. He's only been on the job for 5 years, and Tank it's been doing things, man, since he was 7 years old. So there you have it. BBO says Cleveland owned Jake Paul might go to sleep. Yeah, if Tank catches him catching them flush, yeah, I think Tank can, but he got to catch him flush. I just feel though that Tank is going to tattoo the hell out of him. I believe that Jake Paul is going to get a little quick plastic surgery. Yeah, I think Tank's going to cut him up pretty nice. Who idea was it to change the gloves for this fight? That's what I want to know, because they're not going to be fighting in 8 ounces. I don't think they're fighting in 10 ounces either. I'm not anybody know exactly what they say the ounces is that they're going to be fighting in, or are they going to be fighting in 10 ounces? They definitely not fighting in eights, because if they were fighting in eights, oh my goodness, Jake definitely be cut up bad. He'll be cut up bad. So they're fighting in 12s. Appreciate that. See Irvin the Wiz in the building playing peekaboo. He's playing peekaboo. I appreciate you come out your peekabooism, man, to update me. So yeah, they're going to be fighting in 12s, man. I wonder who. I bet you that was Jake Paul's idea. I bet you that was Jake Paul's idea about the 12. Good to see you, see Irvin the Wiz, for sure, man. He said, "What up, sir?" So good, man. For sure. Okay. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Let's see what we got here. What happens if Teofimo beats Shakur? A Roach defense could make the WBC champion look like a paper tiger. What if Shakur is going to beat Teofimo? You know what I mean? I Mike Rim say helium gloves. Yeah, I like that Shakur is fighting Teofimo, but then he's going to go back down to 35, because I still want to see Shakur versus Tank, Shakur versus Roach, and so have it. I know they've been having conversations of Roach versus Isaac Cruz. I like to see that. Because they both, that way they have a common opponent with Tank. Okay. What was I about to say? Oh, Roach. I was thinking about Roach real quick before I forget. It looks like they're going to end up going to court in reference to not having the Tank fight, because Roach has recently came out and said that the Tank fight was signed, sealed, and delivered by both camps, meaning that there is a contract out there with both names on it. If there's a contract out there with both names on it, that gives them right to go to court. It gives them right to go to court to sue for the money that they were going to get that they're now not going to get. But I think basically the way it's going to work itself out is that it's going to work itself out of court. And they're going to say, Tank and them going to say, hey, we'll fight you next. Because I'm pretty much sure you'll make more money fighting Tank than not fighting Tank. So, you know, if let's say it did go to court and you won in court, I don't think you're going to win the type of money that you're going to win that you would get if you fought Tank. So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, you dig, but I think that that's going to end up in court because he said it. He said contracts are made for a reason. You know what I mean? Now, I didn't hear him actually say that he's going to sue Tank or anything, but I was reading the room and the things that he was saying, and it sounded like, hey, when he said contracts are for a reason, that makes me think that since you breached the contract, you give me right to do what I'm gonna have to do to you next. So, but we will see. I do want to see the rematch of that fight. I do want to see a rematch of that fight. You know what I mean? Because my understanding when Tank said something the other day, because, you know, I reverse engineer things that people say. And Tank was saying something to the media the other day where he talked about, yeah, you know, as soon as somebody have a bad day, you jump off of them and go on to that other person. So basically, I'm in my reversement, he's saying that he just had a bad day when it came to Lamont Roach, and he had a lot of things on his mind that are not on his mind anymore. So he felt, though, that it was just a bad day at the office. And if so, that tells me that we should have a better fight coming up when they do rematch, because I do believe that they will rematch. Yeah, because it's just a bigger fight for them and more money now. Now, I don't know what the negotiations was for how much they were both going to get paid on this next one, but I'm more than sure it's going to be more than what they were paid for the first one, because that's just how it works in the rematch game. Mike Rim said Tank had the rematch clause, not him. That is correct. He did, but he also signed the contract and he executed the rematch clause and said that he wanted to fight, and they both, well, per Roach said that they both signed the contract. So if they did sign the contract, that is viable. You dig? So yeah. He did have the I mean, Roach didn't have a rematch. It was based on if it was a draw or if Roach won, Tank has a right to execute to have the rematch. You know what I mean? So it wasn't the other way around. Okay, so yes, Mike Grimm, you are totally correct. You did. But he's saying, and I don't got him not, I don't got him lying, because that's something that could be easily proved if they sign the contract or not. You did. Okay. Let's keep moving, y'all. Let's keep moving. What's this right here? Okay, we already seen that. What's this right here? Okay, and this is the title that we got for today. David Benavides rejects 168. Return, says he's chasing light heavyweight monsters, Benavides and Bivol. And you all, some of you all have already seen it. If you just got in, I will replay what Benavides say why he is not going down to 168. I'll replay it for you now.
I'm chasing better beef. I'm chasing Bivol. You know, I'm chasing these other big. I'm chasing Surdo Ramirez at cruiserweight. You know what I mean? So I've been at 168, but I have no interest in going down.
Dude's a maniac. Who's chasing? Who chases better BF than Bivol? Who chases better BF than Bivol?
Hey,
what's wrong with you?
And you're looking at the you're looking at the one that's gonna chase all of them. And like, these guys are monsters, but this is the monsters world. And we're going to thrive in this environment.
You did. So it seemed like his father was the one that really wanted that 68 fight, because that's all we've been really hearing is his father saying, yeah, we'll destroy, but this, we'll do 68. And I think David did say something, but I think when it all made sense to him, he was like, you know what? I'm not going to handicap myself by going down to 68. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stay at 75. If you want me, you can come up like you did for Canelo. You can come up, but I'm not going to come chasing. You dig? And I want Benavides. I mean, Benavides. I want Bivol. I want Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for the monsters. I want the big guys, the guys that are punching. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. Just do boxing in the building. 4 o'clock shorty, if you will, man. The unbiased approach in boxing. If you have not subscribed to his channel, what the hell are you waiting on? Slide on over there and subscribe to Just Do Boxing, especially if you want to know what's going on in the world of boxing. He will definitely give you the unbiased approach about it, man. Yes, indeed. But yeah, okay. What's next? Is that everything? Let me make sure. Let me see. All-time greats took risks. Crawford must too, or be remembered as a belt collector, not a legend. Wow, that's heavy. That's heavy. I think that was said by Ronnie Shields, if I'm not mistaken, y'all. A belt collector. Is that how y'all see Crawford? You know, no matter what, like I said earlier, you're never going to satisfy everybody. You're not. You know, you're never going to be, you know, I mean, I feel though, and I've said it many a time, you know, we talk about Crawford's resume, but I say this, I feel though, no matter what, when Crawford caught these people in their career, I still feel though he would have still beat them regardless. because he's just a winner, man. And all he does is win. Our Booker said that's a ridiculous thing to say, and that's just how people are, man. You cannot satisfy everybody. And you'll be crazy to try to do so. You dig? Don't whatever you do, man, because they're going to say what they want to say. They talked about Jesus Christ. What chance do you have? Yeah, they talked about Christ. So you can hang it up, man. You dig? You can hang it up. They're going to talk about you. Fans rip into Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Ben 2 undercard, calling it awful and trash. Wow. There you go. Like I tell you, you're never going to satisfy everybody. And it might be a trash card. I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest. I just want to see that fight. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest. I didn't even see the whole first fight that day. I seen different I just seen different highlights of it. So I want to go back. Matter of fact, this weekend I think that's because I heard it was just an amazing fight. What you say, Jess? Jess just says something. He said that platform's always hating Jay. Bud Crawford going to be remembered as one of the best fighters of this era. And he made history beating Canelo. Amen. In the boom shagalagment to that, man. He said there was no snacks back then. You silly, Mike Rim. Oh my goodness. Y'all crazy, man. But yeah, man, you ain't gonna never satisfy everybody, man. So you better stop trying, or it's gonna drive you crazy, man. What else we got? Last but not least, Adventure Feast on Canelo won't make Crawford immortal. Good Lord, boy, I tell you, boy. How long is they gonna run with this, man? I swear I didn't, but I like it though. I like it because Crawford is finally getting his just due. Good publicity or bad publicity is no such thing. You know what I mean? All publicity is good publicity in the publicity world. You dig? So long as they talking about you, that's a good thing. It's when they stop talking about you, then there's a problem. You dig? So I'm glad that Crawford is getting the buzz that he is getting, man. You did. He did it his way, and I like that, man. He did, and that's what he said. I did it my way, man. I didn't act a buffoon. You know what I'm saying? I did everything my way. You know what I mean? Another person that was like that was Bernard. What's Bernard's name? Good Lord, why I just can't remember nothing. I hate that when I do that. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Bernard from Philadelphia. I can't think of his last name. Hopkins. There you go, Bernard Hopkins. But Bernard Hopkins did things his way. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give a damn about what people or the masses said about him. He was his own manager. Yeah, he was his own manager. You know what I mean? He negotiated his own fights and everything. You did. So shout out to Bernard. He did everything his way. He went out on his shield for show. And it's so crazy the way he went out because words are so snaring. One of his famous quotes was, "I'll never let a white man beat me." And a white man retired him, knocking him out the ring. So you got to be careful about your words because words, man, is something else, man. Being as though, if you believe in what the Bible says, the world was spoken to existence. You know what I mean? So our words bring on life. It becomes life, man. Mike Grimm said it was like when Roy Jones beat Ruiz. What's up? Just do. How's the wife? Mama Dude's doing well. She was actually in the hangout earlier. She might be still in here now. I heard that she also be getting some more work done to her back, but the last procedure she had was successful, and we thank God for that, man, for being the chief physician for our sis, and we continuously pray whatever other procedure that she has to have, that also would be successful. You did, you know what I mean? Because we one big family around here, and a family that prays together, stays together. Little sis, Melanin Queen, is feeling better. She's back at work now, and she's back doing moderation as well. She was a little under the weather, but she broke that fever and everything, and she's feeling so much better now. So shout out to little sis, man, without a doubt. Both of the sis, you know what I'm saying? Both moderators. How about that, right? Yeah, man. So I think that's pretty much it of what's happening in the world of boxing today. I can't wait to see that one fight. I want to see that Oshaki. I want to see that Oshaki fight against good Lord, what's the kid name from Philly, man? I told you I hate when I do that, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Mike Rim. She's hanging in there. She's a tough one, man. She has another back surgery coming up, but we got her for sure. Appreciate you, bro. For sure. For sure, man. Yeah. I'm definitely interested in seeing that fight, man. Uh, 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 Oshaki Foster against, I can't remember his name right now, and I don't know why, but I hate when it does. Cool boy, yes, Fulton, Stephen Fulton. Thank you, Booger. Booger always there to help me, man. You dig? If it's not him, it's Boxy's Jaguar. Boxy Jaguar always got my back too, man. Salute to Boxy Jaguar. He be on the peekaboo until I need him. You dig? Salute to you, man. Appreciate you. For sure. Let me check something before I'm about to get out of here. So I'm checking the Cash App to make sure that I don't have to or thank anybody. I mean, I want to be able to thank someone, but okay. Other than that, man, I'm looking forward to that fight. Shock versus Cool Boy going to be a great fight. Yeah. I agree. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Jolly Green Giant versus Keith Thurman. I'm looking forward to that fight as well. You dig? They asked me, my guy YSM called me yesterday and asked me, am I going to the Tank versus Jake fight? I'm not going to that one. No, I'm not going to that one. There's also some fights this weekend here in Baltimore. The Muslim boxer, Moose and Kaysen is definitely fighting this weekend here in Baltimore. You dig? I might slide down there this weekend and check that fight out. You dig? So they will be fighting. There's a few people that will be fighting. Being promoted by Ponytail Promotions. I don't know who that is. Ponytail Promotions supposed to be throwing it. It's going to be in Baltimore. It's actually going to be right down the street from where I used to have a jewelry store at, down in Baltimore City. So I might slide down there and hang out that weekend. The Muslim boxer will be doing it. He has been in the hangout many a times. That's my guy. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'm gonna send him a text and let him know much success this weekend. Other than that, man, that is all that I have for you all, man. I'm about to get dressed and get on out of here, do some work, man. I thank you all for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you, man. Don't forget to subscribe to my new Instagram page, Hangoutware. Hangoutware. I think that's the name of it. Instagram is Hangoutware / lounge gear. Hangoutwear / lounge gear. And the website is hangoutwear.com, where you're going to be able to get all your nice lounge gear, PJs, and all that stuff, man. You dig? And you'll be able to rock out some of the nice stuff I be wearing to sleep or just hanging out. You dig? Hangoutwear, man. So other than that, man, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News, man. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me, man. Make sure y'all check out Cash Sports at 2 o'clock today. At 4 o'clock, check out Just Do Boxing. at 9 o'clock, check out the Rise podcast. And then at 10 o'clock, check out Angry White Men. Check out Angry White Men. I think Remo might be doing a show at 10 o'clock. I'm not sure. But check at 10 o'clock to see if Remo, I know Remo's out of town, so I'm not sure if he got a show set for you, or he probably do. So check that out at 10 o'clock. Other than that, man, I appreciate y'all. I love you all, man. And God willing, I see you all Monday morning, man. As long as the creek don't rise, God willing. Other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. I'm out of here. Hey, man, how you turn this thing off? And we out. Peace.